let's bring to the stage the one and only Mr. Charles Busch. So Charles, you have a brand new CD out. You've done just about everything in this business, but this is the first time that you've recorded a CD.
I know, I can't believe it. I can't believe
And
it.
here is the CD.
There it is.
There
I
you
can't see
are.
it, Richard. Go home.
Thank you. There it is. Well, you'll take one home with you later. But so Charles, you have. So, what was the impetus for finally sitting down and recording a CD?
Well, it's kind of de rigueur, you know, if you're in this cabaret racket, you need merch, as they call it, merch. And, because really, for the past 4 years, it's been kind of a new chapter in my checkered career as cabaret chanteuse artiste. And it's just been a wonderful thing. I've been working with a marvelous fellow, Tom Judson, who's been my musical director. And he's a fascinating guy. I knew Tom Judson for 30 years, and for 30 years I thought, But then for the past 4 years we started working together, and I just adore him. And so anyway, so we been touring all over. We've been in about 20 different cities and different countries, and I thought a couple years ago of maybe recording a live album, but I didn't think I was ready, because I come to cabaret really as an actor, not a, I always say if you want big notes, don't see my act. But anyway, but I've just loved it so much, and finally we thought we should just do it, and we did 2 shows at. This is the biggest plug for Feinstein's 54 Below.
I know.
I own this joint. Anyway, we did it in June, and I listened to the recordings. And I thought, okay, let's just do it, and it's so thrilling because I've really done a lot in the past 40 years. I've written a novel. I've directed a movie that has been seen by dozens of people.
Janet and I went together to see it.
Yeah,
Yes, we did.
So anyway, so why not a record? And I call it a record. So I'm just thrilled. Thrilled.
Do you have a favorite track on the CD?
Well, yes. There's, I tend to sing songs from pre-1940, and I keep trying to find a song that's a little more with it, a little more contemporary. So I came up with this song, Rainbow Connection from 1979. So that's kind of contemporary for me, but anyway, I love it. And so, anyway, it's from a Muppet movie, and I know it's sort of kind of sacrilegious to say, but the Muppets always kind of gave me the creeps. They kind of reminded me too much of some of the older men I used to date.
Would you do me a favor? Would you sing it for me?
Really?
Thank you. Should I leave, or would you sing it to me? Can you imagine me as a Muppet?
You're much cuter than a Muppet.
Do you want to sing, or do you want the stage to yourself?
Oh, well, no, actually, yeah. Why don't you move over?
I'm gonna go off the stage. Mr. Charles Busch. And remember, you can all buy the CD after the show.
Why are there so many songs about rainbows? And what's on the other side? Rainbows are visions, but only illusions. Rainbows have nothing to hide. So we've been told, and some choose to believe it. I know they're wrong. Wait and see. Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection. The lovers, the dreamers, and me. Who said that every wish would be heard and answered when wished on the morning star? Somebody thought it up, someone believed it. Look what it's done so far. What's so amazing that keeps us stargazing? And what do we think we might see? Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection. The lovers, the dreamers and me, all of us under its spell. We know that it's probably magic. Have you been half asleep, and have you heard voices? I've heard them calling my name. Is it the sweet sound that called the young sailors? The voice might be one and the same. I've heard it too many times to ignore it. It's something I'm supposed to be. Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection. The lovers, the dreamers, and me.